What's your least favorite thing about full-time RVing? I'll answer that and 9 other questions in this story coming up. Hi, I'm Steve Turtle and I'm a work camper. This is a channel about Jill and me, our adventures, our travels, and a whole lot of work camper stuff. If you're a work camper or you're dreaming to become a work camper, you should subscribe. And ring that bell. If you ring the bell, you'll get a notification every time I post a new story. You don't want to miss one. Last week we were live. We had a contest giveaway and we selected some winners and we gave away some free stuff. Now if you missed that story and you'd like to see it, I'll leave a link right up there. This week I was challenged by Grassroots Living. They asked me to answer 10 questions about full-time RVing. So that's what I'm going to do. I may or may not talk about a few other things. It depends on how much time I have after I answer all these questions. I did not study too much. Well, let's go ahead and get right to it. 1,000 subscriber contest and giveaway. It took me about 4 weeks to get all that together, but I tell you what, that live that we did, that was fun. I really enjoyed that. I got a little wound up, got a little excited. I hope I didn't miss anybody. If I did, send me another comment and say, hey, knucklehead, answer my question. But I wanted to congratulate all the winners and all the people that participated in the drawing. Everybody's been contacted. Their prizes are being sent out, and we plan to do a couple more of those. So I got a couple shout outs for the super chats. I had 2 people that did super chats, and I want to make sure that they are recognized. We had 2 super chats last week during our live video. It was totally unexpected, and I am very grateful for their support of the channel. The top super chat goes to Traveling Deficit Disorder. John and Christine. They're down in the great state of Texas, gate guarding. So if you'd like to learn a little bit about gate guarding or just check out and see what they're up to, go on over to their channel. Check them out. They were followed up by the second super chat, Blue Wave Odyssey. Bob and Debbie, they're from Florida. They're taking an adventure from Florida to Oregon and then Oregon back to Florida. They're probably halfway back by now. Their last video was in Graceland. So if you'd like to follow their adventure and see what they're up to, go on over to their channel as well. Check them out. Share their videos, subscribe, leave them a comment, tell them Steve Turtle sent you. And I'll leave a link to both their channels right up there. Okay, let's talk a little bit about work camping. Not really, we're going to talk about full-time RVing. This week I'm going to answer 10 questions about full-time RVing because I was challenged. I was challenged by Grassroots Living. And I had an opportunity to sit down with Dean and Shalane and answer their questions. So here they are. Let's get right to it. If you could change or add one thing on your RV, what would it be? We have a 2012 32-foot travel trailer. It's our second one, and we just purchased it a couple months ago. And when we bought it, we knew that we were going to make some changes to make it work for us. So not only do we have one thing, we have 3 things that we need to do to make it better for us. So the first project I've already completed. It had a swivel TV so you could watch it in the living room and watch it in the bedroom. I took it out and I put a wall in with a TV mounted on a bracket. Much better. Project number 2 I'm working on right now. We are taking the sliding bedroom door out and we're putting a door in with hinges and a doorknob and all that good stuff. It swings, you know, blah, blah, blah. So project number 3, we're going to install electric into our slide out because right now the whole slide out, there's no electric on. Matter of fact, there's no electric on that side of the camper until you get in the bathroom or the bedroom. So we have 3 projects. I know she said only 1, but you know me, I got 3. What's something you didn't expect when you purchased your first RV? This one's for Jill. Jill didn't realize that by pulling an RV down the road, that every time she saw something and said, let's go over there, that we couldn't just stop, turn around, park, and go to where she wanted to go and do what she wanted to do without considerable effort as far as traffic and all that good stuff. We've been in some small parking lots. You know, you turn in, and then the next thing you know, you're like, how do I get out? At one point, I had to go ask somebody to move the car so I could turn around so I could get out of the place. Because, you know, RVs are slightly bigger than cars. What was the deciding factor to buy your first RV? These are good questions. My air mattress went flat. I was tent camping. I went out with a friend. He had an RV, I had a tent. I set my tent up, I blew up my air mattress, I went to sleep, and I woke up on a rock. Thing went flat. I woke up, my back was hurting, getting a little older, and I said, that's it. No more tent camping. I'm going to buy an RV. So I went and bought an RV. What's your favorite meal to cook at camp? That's an easy one. I'm sort of traditional. Steaks marinated in Dale sauce, corn on the cob, and baked potatoes. I don't know, it's just something about a steak cooked on a grill, potatoes, and corn on the cob. Or Spam. I could eat that too. What's your must-see RV destination? Tombstone, Arizona. The only place that I know of that has stagecoaches, donkeys, and gunfighters in the main street. And they drive their horses to dinner in the evening. What's your favorite thing about RVing? People. I love the people. I love the conversations. I love the stories we share and the relationships we build. It's just fun for me to go out in the park and do my job, and at the same time be able to stop and talk to people about where they're from, what they're doing, and where they're going, and how long they've been doing it. And I don't know, I just chat on and talk it up, and I love it. I love people. I love the talk. I don't know if you know that or not, but I do. I love the talk. What's your least favorite thing about RVing? I didn't start sooner. I wished I could have put a plan together a little bit sooner, but it just didn't come together right. And when you're thinking about full-time RVing, it's got to fit, it's got to work. You could force it, but then that's usually not the best way to do it. But I really wish I'd have worked harder and started sooner. What's a must-have on your next RV? I'm not sure. I just got the one that I'm living in. I have to wait a little while before I can decide what the next one's going to be. However, when we were looking for this one, we went through a whole list of the must-haves. And, it must have a TV that's so far from the bedroom you can't hear it when it's playing and if somebody's in there sleeping. It had to have a slide out. And it had to have enough room for Jill to set up her sewing center. So we had all these things that we said it must have. But when it was all said and done, you know what it must have? A big bathroom. Everything else went out the window. So the camper that we have has a big bathroom. So I guess that's our must-have. What's your favorite adult beverage at camp? Jack and Coke. Cola. It could be a Coke or a Pepsi. Does not matter to me. And it doesn't have to be strong. I just like to mix it up a little bit for the taste. And last but not least, what's your favorite indoor accessory on your RV? An electric awning. I know the awning's outside, but the switch is indoors. I don't know. My travel trailer before, I had that whole pull the string, pull it out, and put them arms up and tighten that thing, and it was a pain in the butt. Now, I just push the button. So that's my number one indoor thing. Now I get to challenge 5 YouTube creators to answer the same 10 questions. So I'm going to challenge Keep On RVing, RV Underway, Hot Mess Missy, Stop, Eat, Explore, and Midlife Journey. And I hope you guys have as much fun answering the questions as I did. And if you choose not to accept this mission, this message will self-destruct in 60 seconds. Thanks, Dean and Shalane. I appreciate you reaching out to me and asking me to answer the 10 questions about full-time RVing. Dean and Shalane of Grassroots Living, they're a great couple. They're fun to watch. They got a lot of joy in them, and they're really, really good people, and they have some good content that they're putting out. So go on over to their channel, like, share, subscribe, comment, do all that stuff, and tell them Steve Turtle sent you. And I'll leave a link to their channel right up there. Seriously, they're a great couple. Go on over. I mean, you don't have to go now, but go on over. Well, that's our story for the week. I hope you enjoyed this story. If you did, click that like button down below. Smash that subscribe button if you'd like to see more stories like this one. New stories every week on Wednesday right here on this YouTube channel. And ring that bell. If you ring the bell, you'll get a notification every time I post a new story. Until later, thanks for your time. Bye.